good, gang? It's Ronnie here, back at it again with another video. So yeah, we know I'm not good at makeup. Let's get over that. I'm practicing, okay? So I was door dashing, but I'm really bored. And I just realized I'm about like 3 weeks past my 3-year anniversary for my locks. So I was like, let me do a video. I'm gonna talk about the different ways I felt when I got my locks, the phases I went through, what's changed with my locks. Like, we're just gonna have a real talk, like, and the advice somebody with mature locks has to give you. But this is not the video, because I was gonna do another video for you guys, just where I show you guys like a time lapse or something. Maybe that'll be in this, who knows. But yeah, so when I first started my locks, I was still in high school. Was I a junior or senior? I'm pretty sure I was a junior in high school. Is it 2020? All right, I don't have time for this, but I was younger, okay? I'm 20 years old now, so I was younger. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But yeah, so the reason why I got my locks to begin with was I had a really pretty afro. I'll probably insert pictures somewhere. I had a beautiful freaking afro. I loved it. But I definitely struggled with a little bit of texturism on my own part. I really felt like I didn't have what is known as good hair. And so I was kind of always in my head about it. But not only that, I definitely felt like I wasn't pretty if my hair wasn't done exactly the way I wanted it. So basically, if my hair was a little too frizzy one day, I felt very ugly and I would literally cry and go back to sleep. And obviously that's not a good way to think about things. And I felt like I was just really vain. Sorry. And I felt like I was just becoming really vain and really consumed with my looks. Constantly posting pictures, constantly taking pictures, constantly in the mirror, like just too much. So I was either going to, I didn't want to be vain. That was the main reason I got the locks, but also because having an afro is freaking expensive, okay? Oh my god, between the Cantu, the Shea Moisture, all the freaking keratin treatment, not keratin treatments, protein treatments, it is expensive. So I was either gonna shave my hair and go bald, or I was going to get locks. My friends at the time, I don't have friends now, told me that I would look weird with bald hair, a bald head. So I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna get locks. So I got the locks installed by the loctitian who still maintains my locks now when I don't feel like doing it. They were $145. I started out with 200 locks. And they were very short. Like, I was used to this big afro, all this volume, and I was used to a little bit more length, because my afro was probably about here, maybe shoulder length when you pull it. When I got the locks, they were like up here, so I felt naked for one. You know, a woman's hair is like her beauty, you know what I mean? So I didn't feel beautiful when I got them, and I really regretted it the day I got them. I'm literally so bald. And then I went to school the next day. I had my hoodie on for like the first month, but the few people who did see my locks were like, oh, you look better with the afro. Like, people are just really rude, just all around. Like, why did you do that? You had good hair. Like, why do I have to have good hair? Why do I have to have bad hair to want or have locks? Like, that just didn't make sense to me. Like, it's just real. Locks aren't for people with bad hair. Anybody who has hair has good hair. There's no such thing as bad hair. Whatever. We're not gonna go off a tangent on that. So yeah, my mom and sister thought they were the cutest thing in the world. I, however, did not. I felt really bad about myself. I wore a hoodie for the first 2 months. I really stopped posting on all social media. And I feel like I kind of went into a little bit of a depression. And I feel like this is something that most people, like, with locks don't talk about enough. That when you do get your locks, it's really an adjustment to get used to it. Not only can you not, like, change your hair every time you feel like you want to have a personality change, or every time you wake up and you feel like you want to do something impulsive. You can't do that anymore, but you don't look the way you used to look. And it's really an adjustment, especially emotionally. So I really kind of went through a bit of a depression. I cried a lot. I didn't let anybody see me cry, obviously, because I'm a thug.
I'm ugly.
You're ugly and what?
Square?
No, proud.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Good. Say it louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
But I did cry a lot. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Before my first retwist, I was really feeling crazy. My hair had gotten really frizzy. It was looking really crazy. I literally just want to point out how much these are starting to look like locks. And I need a retwist. It's so frizzy. And I was about to comb them out a couple times. After I got my first retwist, I did retain a lot of length. And obviously that's because when you first get the locks, they're all loose and stuff. And then when I got my first retwist, I feel like they compacted a little bit and they got a lot smaller. Okay, so my hair grew like a good 2 inches. And then they got a lot longer. So I was like, oh, I'm getting a lot of orders now. Dang it. Y'all messing with my money. I'm sorry. Anyway. Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm goofy. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely was upset about it. After the first retwist, though, I started feeling myself. I was like, okay, these aren't that bad. I'm gonna wait because they might get longer. When they get longer, they're gonna look better. And then shortly after that, I decided that I was going to dye my hair. Now, I don't recommend bleaching your hair. I did it this one time, and I will never do it again. Because I was lucky to escape unscathed the way I did. But I dyed my hair. I used, oh my god, I was such an idiot. I used Splat hair dye, which y'all know is like habitually known to be a really bad dye. I bleached it. I was supposed to do it red again, like a bolder red than I had in the beginning. And then after I bleached it, it was like this orange color, and I was like, wait, this is kind of cute. So I left it like that, and then I had the orange locks, and at this point it was summer. This is summer color. Like, I was really feeling myself. And then I'd say about 5 months in, they started looking really bad again. See, because I thought the beginning, like, that was as bad as it was gonna get. That was not true. So yeah, they were starting to bud a lot. So my locks were like extremely lumpy. There was like pieces that were sticking out, and then I had a bunch of locks in the front up here that were just way too thin. Like, this is very thick now, but I combined a lot of the locks. But this was about, I'd say half this size. Like, it looked like a strand of hair. So I was really getting discouraged, like, no joke. And at this point is when I had gotten it interlocked a couple times. I got it interlocked once, and that's when you guys saw my most popular video on my channel, I think, which is Lock Crisis, should I comb my locks out? Because I got them interlocked and they were looking smaller, and I was like, oh my god, my locks are gonna be even smaller than they are right now. And it was a big panic, and y'all were like comforting me, and my mom was there for me or whatever, and I did end up keeping the locks. But I definitely was like, I'm never interlocking again. I literally got my hair interlocked last month. But anyway, excuse me. So yeah, and then I got tired of the orange color. It started looking really like brassy and like really just trashy, really. Like, it just started looking really crazy. So at this point I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I think this is when I decided that I was gonna dye my hair black. At this point we're about a year in, and at this point I wasn't dealing with as much budding, but it was still a thing where frizz was a part of my daily life, and I was really getting sick of that. Not only that, but I don't know why I have such a hard time making eye contact with the camera. Y'all used to get on me about that, but if you don't like it, then you don't have to. Just jokes. I'm gonna try to get better. What was I saying? But yeah, so I was dealing with so much shrinkage at this point. Like, the locks were almost mature, but the shrinkage was making my hair just look so crazy all the time. So at this point I was doing the rubber band method to try and stretch them out. In the morning I'd be wetting my hair and trying to pull it down, and just like, I was really stressed out. And then I dyed it black, which was cute for like the first 2 weeks, and then it started turning green, which which is literally what I have now. It started turning green. I left it green for a very long time. A couple more videos blew up. Fast forward, let's see, what else happened? Because at this point, I think after it was black and all that, I think the shrinkage started getting a little bit better, but that was most of my problem during my whole journey. The shrinkage was just, it was unmotivating. Like, you're like, every day you wake up, it looks shorter almost. Like, I'd sleep with my bonnet, and then when I would wake up in the morning, my locks were matted to my head, and it would just feel so bad. But let's say about 2 years in to like last year, that's when my locks really started to flourish. Oh my god, it's like I woke up one day and they dropped. Do y'all get what I mean? Like, 'cause you know how they say your locks compact, they bud and all that, and then they drop when they become mature. So around 2 years in, they finally dropped. And I remember my mom was like, in the beginning, she was like, yeah, my locks took like 2-3 years to drop. And I was like, oh nah, like I can't wait for that. But I did end up waiting, and I don't know what gave me the courage to do that. I really think that it's because I was documenting my journey with you guys, and because you guys were telling me that y'all were going through the same things and that y'all were frustrated with these things too. I think that's really what made me, I'm burning gas. But anyway, I think that's what really made me like, okay, I can do this. And I think that if I didn't have a YouTube, I would have combed them out. But anyway, they dropped, and at this point, like, I wasn't having to deal with waking up and having to stretch my locks out and do all this extraness. And like, I feel like a lot of the reason too was I started moisturizing my hair more, and I don't really know if that has anything to do with the shrinkage, but my hair was definitely not dry anymore. But yeah, so then after 2 years, really after that, I stopped having problems with my locks. Like, that was it. The deal was sealed. Now y'all know about 3 months ago, well, when winter started, y'all know I dyed my hair blue. Oh my god, it was so pretty, but it faded so fast. And y'all know I'm not like in the habit of washing my hair every week. No, I don't do that. So it just was really fading fast. It was like a really nice like royal blue. Y'all picked it for me on Instagram. Like, I was feeling it. But so yeah, then that faded, and now I'm just kind of at this turquoise color. But I will show you guys. This was a pretty bun. You see what y'all make me do? Just jokes. But I will show y'all. So I started out with 200 locks. I'm currently probably at around like 170. I did combine a lot of them because there was times where I was like, I want bigger locks and all that. So, but this is what my locks look like. This is, what was that? I saw something. Yeah, that's oh my god, we forgot a crucial part in the freaking journey. So literally 2 months ago, not 2 months, but at my 3-month mark, my 3-year mark, I decided that I was going to do an apple cider vinegar rinse, because my mom and me were hanging out, and she was like, can you check my locks for lint? And I was like, yeah. So I checked her locks, and she had a lot of lint, and I was like, oh my god, can you check mine? Because I was like, I probably don't have lint, because that's 8 years. She's had her locks 8-9 years. I was like, that's 8-9 years of buildup and lint, and she doesn't wear a bonnet. So when she checked mine was up there with hers, and I was like, no, like, I've only had my locks for 3 years. This can't be happening. And I was like really upset about it. So I did do a apple cider vinegar rinse. And that is what really stripped the color out of my hair. That's really, you know, when you really dig deep, that's really what stripped the color out of my hair, because what happened was the apple cider vinegar is, I don't know, like, I feel like it's an astringent or something, but it yanked, because it was pulling the lint to the surface to get it out, it was also pulling the dye to the surface. But I feel like the apple cider vinegar was kind of a scam, because people aren't very clear about the fact that it's gonna pull it up to the surface, yeah, but if you don't get it all, you're gonna see it all. So I had kind of a bad experience with that, which I did also do a video on. Now it's calmed down a bit, like, but I can still find a lot of lint for you guys. You guys could probably see it in the camera. Like, see, there's a bad one. There you go, see. And in the back, it's definitely worse. But I'll say shrinkage, frizz, and lint were my 3 enemies during this journey. And so yeah, now I'm chilling with my locks. I love my locks. I'm trying to decide what color I want to dye my locks. Maybe purple, I don't know, maybe black, maybe brown, maybe just go back to normal. I really don't know, but I will definitely tell you that if you have locks and you just started your locks, keep your locks. Don't give up on your locks. Stay consistent. I don't know why I have so much energy. But yeah, stay consistent and trust the process, because I had to trust the process. I had no faith in the process. But I mean, like, they've grown so much. And I still have shrinkage, but because they're longer now, I don't really care. But they're boob length. And I love my locks, and they're thick and they're pretty. And I did recently go back to interlocking just for the summer, I think, because I need my locks to not be constantly coming out. You know what I mean? That gets kind of annoying, especially because I've been working out a lot. Like, I need something that's going to be a bit, you see that lint? But yeah, I need something that's, maybe I need to do like a professional rinse. But I need something that's going to be a bit more consistent. I was trying to find you guys one of the locks I just recently combined, so you could see the way I do it. Let's see here. There we go. So you can see this one was recently combined. And I just do that when I feel like the roots are getting a little too thin, or if I feel like later down the line they're gonna thin out some. That's when I decide that I'm gonna combine them. But I literally just 2-strand twist them. I know some people combine them with rubber bands. I don't recommend that because they thin out. And then I know some people literally like crochet them together. Tried that, didn't work. So this is the easiest method for me. But yeah, so that's like my story time 3-year locks edition. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something from it. I've never done a video this long. I don't think so. And yeah, like, that's all I really have to say. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, and leave video requests. Bye.